Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me once again here in Bristol Airport. In SimAirport kind of style. I thought I just heard a plane arriving. I definitely heard the roar of jet engines. Oh, there it is, our first flight of today. We've moved on a few days, mostly so I can just sort of earn some money, but also I've been doing a little bit more building and sorting out the new admin conference suites up here. They're pretty much all decked out now, the ones that I want to do. I have also added a janitor into that area. We can check the staff overlays to see the janitor. There he is, janitor patrols and admin building. Yeah, so he just wanders up and down the 3 floors and keeps everything perfectly clean, which is what he's supposed to do, really. The staff and the executives do take breaks from their meeting, and at the beginning and end of meeting they do use the facilities like the coffee machines and so on, so there is a risk of rubbish building up, so I just want to make sure that's nice and clean. I've extended the car parking because that's quite a nice little earner. We've earned about $2,500-3,000 over the last few days. I've also, because I've been watching over these last couple of days that you've not seen me playing, I've learned that some of our larger flights do get very close to leaving without enough passengers, so to ensure they get their passengers through the boarding gate, through the boarding process more quickly, I've added another boarding desk here for that flight. There's an Aer Lingus sort of early in the morning that can be very full. Likewise for EasyJet. We do have a very tight schedule on that stand, so we need to make sure the people get on and get off and all the rest of it, and the plane gets away as quickly as possible. The really large gates up here, they've already got 2 anyway, so that's fine. I've added in another, don't do that, just hover over it. I've added in another apron bus just to make sure, because we do at times have 2 very large planes come in. So I need to make sure that there are enough apron buses around. One thing I noticed was that the buses tend to pick up the passengers. So if there's a large manifest of passengers, 2 buses will need to pick those up. And they will then return to the depot, and another 2 buses will come to take the departing passengers to the aircraft. So if we've got both planes in at the same time, there's a risk of running out of buses, and that obviously slows things down. I've also added in a couple of new mods. These are from Mod Air. These are taxiway stop signs, which is quite fascinating. It prompted me to have a look at the sort of airport signage and so on. And there's all sorts of rules and standards and so on, which aren't in the game, but these add that extra little sort of authenticity to it. So what this means is that aircraft coming up from the stands here, from the gates, have to stop here if there's a plane on the taxiway in which they wish, in their way, basically, on their route. We haven't got any signs, as far as I'm aware, for the taxiways, which sort of tell them what taxiway or what runway they're going to. But they may come along. Who knows? The game is still under development, and obviously the modders are very busy adding extra features to it. One of these is also a runway ahead sign here. Obviously just to tell the aircraft, look, there's a runway here, you ought to stop before you make sure you're allowed on it. There's various other rules and regulations to do with the aircraft moving around the airside, which is quite fascinating, so it's certainly worth looking up. But anyway, what else have I done? Ooh, yes, you might notice this here. I've started moving upwards. I've now got stairs going up from the sort of ticket check-in area up to the first floor, the departure lounge, but I'm not letting them out because that will lead them up to the mezzanine area, which is where we want to start building in this episode. The one thing here, of course, is you do not want passengers to come up from the ticket check-in area here up to the departure lounge without going through security, which is why I had to wall this off, put those walls in. As soon as I put the stair in, it said, hang on, your gates aren't secure, which obviously is a major problem. So they can't get out there, so they can't get up. Which does mean I've got a bit of a problem for the mezzanine area up the top here, is I think I'm going to need another security area. I think in the real Bristol airport, it is arranged so that everyone does pass through security here, but I've not been up here in the real Bristol, so I don't quite know how this is organised. But I do know there are 2 sets of steps going up from the ground floor to the first floor and or to the mezzanine. Again, the exact arrangement I'm not sure of, but as I say, this is just a representation of the sort of things, the sort of way Bristol Airport looks like. Now, before we get into that, one other thing I just want to highlight here is a mod that I've had installed for a while, but not actively used. So let's have a quick look of that. If I need to go into options, which is here, isn't it? Options here, into the mod settings. And this is an airport stats mod. And if you, as soon as you enable this, it opens up your web browser and shows you a page, in fact 2 pages full of all the information the game stores about your airport and the airlines that you're using, the flights that you have scheduled, and so on. It really makes fascinating reading. So what I'll do is I'll disable that because I can't sort of show it in game here because I haven't set my recorder up properly to do that. But I've taken some snapshots. So what I'll do is I'll call those snapshots up now. So if I just leave you with that then, try and fit the images in here. Unfortunately the text is very small, so I don't know if you'll be able to read it properly, to be honest. But I'm just going to sort of highlight a few issues that I saw in there. Now if we look at this first table, which is the overall airport stats for the last 30 days, that's all the game keeps. It just keeps 30 days of information. And this highlights here, these exclamation marks here, these warning signs, tell me where I've missed my perfect ops bonus. In fact, you can see here I got it yesterday, which was really nice, really nice indeed. I missed it the day before that because I had one whole flight which was not boarded, which I think was a Lufthansa flight, which is rather annoying. Most of them, they're just one flight or a few passengers late or missing. So here on day 80 we can see I just had one delayed departure beyond the I think it's 15 minutes departure time. But what struck me as fascinating was right at the bottom here, if you can just make it out, I've highlighted it in blue, lost baggage. Now I wasn't aware that that was a big thing in the game. And I've not found anywhere any discussion really where of how this actually impacts what the airlines think of you or your passenger satisfaction, because it's certainly not mentioned at all in the Perfect Ops. But some of these numbers are outrageous. I mean, to be honest, on that flight where nobody boarded, I did lose 134 bags. Most of which, of course, I imagine is those people not getting their bags on their plane. But even on ordinary days, I'm getting 50, 70, 80 missed bags on an average day, which seems quite a lot, but nobody seems to mind. So I may have to go back and reassess my baggage area. If I go back to that here, because when we put in the previous episode this new X-ray scanner here, which I don't think I can boost, so the maximum throughput of that is the lowest possible, 240 per hour, whereas these larger ones, fully boosted, can take 720. And what we've got here is the incoming bags from the check-in desks. We've just got the one hub here servicing them. Now that capacity is 720 an hour, but if we look at those numbers again, we can see the maximum number of bags I've got for departing passengers has been 1002, was the largest we ever had. So I think they should be all right. Those hubs should be able to cope with those numbers, but I may have to look at that. And I may again just adjust certainly the baggage for departing passengers. I may reassess and look at that to just rearrange that slightly. Now the other table here we got is information about the airlines and the flights you've got, their satisfaction rates and so on. Now one thing I was thinking of doing on the mezzanine floor, probably on the mezzanine floor, is putting things like the more expensive, the more sophisticated restaurants and eating areas, and also the first class lounges and any sort of specific spots that I can then sort of franchise out to the airlines, that sort of thing. So this was interesting information here which I've highlighted. It tells me of the airlines I have using Bristol Airport, only 3 of them have any first class passengers. So Aer Lingus, 10% of their passenger manifest could be first class. For Lufthansa it's 20%, and for TUI it is 10%. Oh, also for Wizz Air, sorry, I missed that one out when I was highlighting. So Wizz Air also have 10%. But my sort of biggest airlines, EasyJet has no first class passengers at all, which, yeah, by the by, I think that's fair enough. And neither does Ryanair, which is as expected. The other interesting thing here is the new flight bonus. I'm not quite sure what this means. I'm assuming it is the payment I get when I put a new flight from that airline into my schedule. And as you can see here, Aer Lingus gives me 1,200. TUI gives me 1,000, so they're quite nice, sort of little extra cash injections. Lufthansa, only 450? That's outrageous. Now, I believe, please do correct me if I'm wrong here, I believe all these numbers actually come from the mod definition of the airline itself. So most of these airlines have been created by modders. In fact, all of these airlines are created by modders. So these numbers, I think, come from the mod description itself. So I could adjust those, I think, but I'm not going to. So I think I need to target Aer Lingus and Lufthansa for first class passengers and getting new flights in. Aer Lingus, I think, could be a good one, because that's a nice bonus, 1,200. But TUI, Wizz Air, again, that's a nice extra bonus as well for first class passengers. So there is a point in putting those in. So let's get back to our airport. And how's it doing today? It's only 7:15. Let's actually get the game running a bit faster now that I've sort of stopped sort of explaining what was going on. How are we doing? We still, losing money because I built those stairs. Yeah, buying stairways. The stairs are expensive. I will actually have 2 sets of stairs going up here to the mezzanine, to be honest, just so people can get up and down as quickly as possible. But how are we doing on our flights? Oh, I wasn't watching that one. Our TUI, 229 people, got away perfectly in very good time. Everything else is looking fine. What else have we got scheduled for today? 787s, 204 from TUI, 145 from Lufthansa. Yeah, they're not great big numbers. I think there are only 4 people on that little Channel Islands airline later in today. Okay, so what we need to do is I need to run this forward a little bit more, because putting a mezzanine floor up here requires foundation. And that's not cheap, as we know. So let's hear, so foundation. So if we go here, if we just start it from here. I mean, ooh, scroll down. Yeah, I mean, that's barely halfway down the floor, and that's nearly 1 million. That's our entire bank balance at the moment. So we're going to build this piece by piece, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this forward a little bit more, and we will come back and see it in operation. Oh, are you the 787? You are. We've got both 787s in. So we've got our buses. So this is the arriving passengers. We've got 2 buses here from the Lufthansa flight. So taking you down here. That's right, and both these buses, I'll bet, it's going to prove me wrong now I've said this, isn't it? Are going to return to the depot. Yep. Oh, he's come back. Although it might be a different bus. Who knows? Right, TUI's gone away. This is good. Yeah, these stop signs are just decorative. They don't impact on how the aeroplanes behave. But that's nice anyway. Where are the airline execs? Are they coming in yet? So I just wanted to show you, because the meetings actually have schedules, and I only discovered that when I was preparing for this recording. So I'd like to show that to you as well, if I can. Oh, the sales execs are going up. Here they go. Yep. Followed by the cleaner. The cleaner's going in there first. Right, so at this point, they are setting the meeting up. So this, you see, you get the whole, actually, the progress of the meeting. Here come the executives. They're coming in. They're going through reception, checking in at the visitor reception desks. Yeah, they're setting up the meeting. They're now discussing it. That is excellent. And what actually happens is that I think it's about halfway through each meeting, they will actually take a break. And it actually says here, break time. And they then sort of wander around here and use the phone and spend money in the drinks machines and so on. It's one of those nice little touches. You see they're discussing what they're doing at the moment. I think, and I've a suspicion, I might be wrong here, that I saw another status here. So discussion, break time, and then there was something else before they came back to discuss. Maybe they're setting up again, possibly, I don't know. But anyway, we'll leave them to that, and we will move time forward a bit, and I will join you when I've got a bit more money to spend to start building our mezzanine floor. Oh, just noticed, before I come back and do the rest of the job properly, time has moved on, and the meeting is now on a break, and it will continue shortly. I guess it's just one of those nice little touches that is in a game which has no real impact on how the game operates. Why are you wandering around that empty room? Come out of there. What are you trying to do? You're just wandering around because you can. Okay. That's really nice. And you can see they're using the phone, they're buying things from the machine, so it's useful having all this in here. It's really good. And they will sometimes even use the facilities to take a break. I could put another toilet in there, but I don't think I need to. It's just wasting money. Right, anyway, as I was said, I will carry on playing until I've got a little bit more money in the bank, and we will start. Where are you going? We will start building the mezzanine. What? You're going to a urinal? There's a. Honestly, why are you going all that way? Perhaps if I put a urinal in here, would that make him feel more comfortable? I'll do that. Anyway, I'll see you the other side of this rather sexy video effect. So we're at the end of the day, and we've made a fair amount of money already. That's nice. Over 300,000 so far, though I dare say we're going to lose a fair chunk of that when we buy the fuel in about 25 minutes. But you can see here the benefit of having two check-in desks, or two boarding desks rather. People get through that much more quickly than they do on the single desk. That makes kind of sense. Okay, I've made a sort of slight change of plan for what I want to do in the next stage of building for the mezzanine floor. And that's because, although I've got 1 million so far, that will drop substantially in a moment. But what I was thinking up here, as I said, I want people to come directly to the mezzanine from the ground floor, so we'd need security up here, which you might have thought when I was describing that's a stupid thing to do. Well, it possibly is, but the most important thing for me at the moment is it's expensive. So what I'm going to do, I think, is shut off this stairway here, open it up, so I can put the food court and the sophisticated food court and first class rooms up here for departing passengers. And then when we've got more money for a future episode, we'll put in the extra security and so on that I want, so people can go straight up here from down below. I'm sure there's all sorts of issues with my plan, but I'm going to make it work regardless. Okay, we've gone past midnight. I need to start doing stuff, so let's quick check of our finances, because I love doing that, as you know. So yesterday we ended up with over 100 grand, 117,000. That's not bad actually, perfect ops. We managed it. Oh, that was nice. What I've also done actually, I was thinking of doing this because I'd noticed on our transport capacity graph here, we've got this sort of lull mid to late afternoon. It'd be nice to have something in there. We can obviously cope with the demand earlier in the day, so we've got transport capacity here, so let's take advantage of that. So I put in another flight. It's our first flight from Balkan Holidays, so that's a 320 Airbus 320, 150 passengers maximum, and that's coming in on gate C2. It is actually a small-ish plane. It doesn't actually need a large gate, but my small gates are, well, they're busy. They are very busy, so we can't really fit it on there. And gate A1 is a really small gate for the tiniest of little aircraft, so we'll put it down there on a larger gate, which is fine, I think. It won't look too out of place, I hope. Right, so let's get building. I want to block off this stairwell to start with, so we need some wall. We can't put it right against it, but I can put it around. Can I put it that around? I can. And there. That's splendid. So we'll get them. It's either that or actually remove the staircase altogether, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm just looking at these. Pardon our appearance. Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, we'll put you here. There you are. Pardon our appearance. And under construction. We'll put you down there. That's good. Right, you're going to get that wall built. Come on, chaps. Oh, hang on. Oh, they've got to maintain the runway. That'll take them a bit. Yeah. But they'll be finished soon, so I can carry on building upstairs. What I could do is put down some foundation. Where is it? There it is. So we want to go out from about there. That's right. And I just want to spend... Oof. Yeah, we could do that, I think. That will give me... Oh, I missed a slice off there. Right. That will give me 300 and so to spend on equipping it, building the rooms. Right, so that's out of the way. So if I were to unlock this area here by dismantling all this, now I'm going to have to put the carpet down again, aren't I? That's the trouble. That's it. Okay. Now hopefully that won't break security, because I've got that walled in down there. It's walled in, isn't it? What's that? Oh, that's a box. That's supplies. That's what they're using here for building this. So again, I'll fast forward as hopefully the airport starts earning money, and I can start laying out the rooms, the facilities I want upstairs on what I'm calling the mezzanine. Right, I'll see you on the other side of this next visual effect. And so there it is. The first phase of the new mezzanine floor has been completed. I put a staff door in there just so, well, it makes more sense having it there, because otherwise workers just walk through walls. They are super powered like that. But before we get on to doing the building stuff, I'm not quite sure why, but we had a bit of an issue this morning where each of the first 3 flights were missing a single passenger. Not quite sure why. They all arrived in good time, but they left a little bit, well, the first 2 left a little bit late, which is annoying. So I'm not going to get a 3rd day of perfect operations. Yeah, maybe it was something to do with the way I was building or something. I'm not sure, because they're not particularly large flights, are they? But we might have to look at that. Everything else is getting away very nicely indeed. No problem with that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we're going to put some eateries here. Now there's one eatery we don't have at the moment, and that is the sushi bar. We've got the pizza, the snacks, the desserts, and whatever else that is. Health food, isn't it? And if we look at the kitchen zone, if I click that again, there it is, click to kitchen overview, it tells me here I'm missing one, which is the sushi, so I'm going to get that installed upstairs as well. It also tells me I need at least 3 prep carts. I'm not sure I do, to be honest, and we've got away with it for days and days and days with just the 2, but we'll do that. So the first thing I want to do is put in some stairs. If I could spell stairs, it would make life easier. Get you going up. I think we'll go up from within the kitchen. If I go up there, yeah, that works for me. Okay, we might as well put in another prep cart as well, I suppose. We will want it eventually. Prep cart, that's you. You're one of these things, aren't you? There you go, we'll slip you in there. Good. We'll probably need another chef as well when we get this this segment done. Go up, not down. There you go. So that's all done. So we're going to put sushi. What we'll also do, actually, let's come out of there. I'll actually put in a proper cafe area with hot storage, cold shelves and hot food displays and all that sort of stuff, drinks machines and so on. So that will be a separate cafe area. We've kind of sort of got it here, but they are concession stands rather than a cafe area as such. Even downstairs we've just got a coffee stand, not a proper cafe area as in its own right. So that's what we're going to do up here. But first off, I want the sushi. Are you here somewhere? No, you're not. So I've got to find you again. Sushi kiosk. And we'll slip you in there, I think. Yeah, we'll put you in there. Get you built. And our cafe area. Cafe. Minimum of 5 by 5. What we'll do, we'll put you like that, I think we'll do. No, we'll make the whole thing. Oh no, it is there. Well, I need the option on. Bear with me a second. Let's get me options. Gameplay, zone overlays. There, now I can see where the cafe is. Good. I can also actually get rid of that planning colour because I don't need. That was just there so I knew where the kitchen was. I don't need it here anyway. Okay, that's good. Right, so we're in the new day. We're in the new days. How did we do yesterday? Okay, that's not too bad, I suppose. Yeah, we lost our perfect ops. But if we look at the flights, that's yesterday's. Everything apart from those first 3 went through fine, including my new Balkan Airways or Balkan Holidays flight. That came in perfectly. What have we got scheduled for today? Anything really impressive? Oh, that's it. Today is going to be our new largest flight so far. I think previously our record was 242. Today we're going to hit 250. Our 787. Okay, that's going to be interesting. And 224 for the Lufthansa. That's going to be a busy period. Right, we'll see how that pans out. But let's get some building here. What do I want in a cafe? What do I want in a cafe area? There we go. So we're going to need the food displays are filled up by the chef downstairs. So which way round? We have those. Which way round do they go? Presumably that way round. Good question. I'm assuming that the green area is where the people come in to find stuff. Actually, if we put it in the centre, let's put it in the centre like that. I'll have some down there. We'll have one going that way. Why can't I put it there? Right, so I can't put them abutting like that because people obviously are getting in there. Right. No, so we do want it the other way around. That's right. That is right. Okay, so I'll cancel you. Go to the cafe objects again. Chiller. That way round. And that way round. We'll see if that works. Well, yeah. There. there. I've got too many here, I'm sure. Hot food display. What's a buffet desk? Oh, these are mods. That's a mod. Okay, we'll put that in as well, obviously. And these are the hot food displays. We'll leave a gap there. There we go. And like that. How much do these cost? Just £1,000 each? That's nice. The buffet table, 1,500. Okay. Oh, that you are quite something, aren't you? Okay, we'll put you there. Oh, we'll put 2 in. Like we've done everything else. Okay, so that's all the food options. We need a drinks machine as well. So we could put you... Which way round you? Presumably that way round. Yeah, we'll have a couple of you and a coffee maker. Why not? Actually, if we put the coffee maker like... Put you in there. That makes sense, I think. And we want cash registers. How well is this going to work? There and there. Okay, I want my cafe zone to be larger, I think, as a zone. I've put too much. I've given too much space to all the equipment for them to purchase stuff from. So if we put the cafe there, and then we can have our tables and stuff around about. So what do we want here? That's cafe table A, 200. You're 200. You're all 200. That's fine. I think the chairs start getting expensive, don't they? They do. We'll use the ordinary chairs, I think. We'll use these smart square tables, I think. So we will put some here, like so. I think. Then we'll have a cluster of them around here. A bit like that. And like so. And some lovely chairs. Where do we want these? We'll put you like that, and that. You can go there. And there. And then we'll turn them round. What I'll do is I'll have you like that. And yeah, you can be like that. Then on this side, there we go. Like so, like so, like so. And we'll just have a solitary chair there for a singleton diner. Lovely. Right. So what do we need for the cafe zone? Any type of cafe chair. We haven't got those yet. Assign to a kitchen. Right. So you need to be assigned to that kitchen there. Excellent. And I dare say that needs to be assigned as well. Assign to that kitchen there. Splendid. Right, that's good. And of course we're going to need information points and all sorts of other stuff here as well. What I might do, I think, is wall this off to start with, so I don't have to spend too much money on flooring, basically. Okay, we'll get these guys sorting that out, and we'll move forward. What are you? No, hang on. What's this guy doing here? Don't. So where are you missing from then? This coffee kiosk, I'll bet. Yeah. Okay, right. We don't need him attending to that. Honestly, these people, they've got minds of their own. We're not having that. Right, so we don't want you at any time of the day or night until I schedule you to start working. Right. Good. Carry on. Oh, these desks are the wrong way round, aren't they? Bother. Want the staff on the other side. Okay, the cafe is looking good. Well, it will until I get rid of these registers. Then it will start complaining. Right, let me just turn these round. Okay, so the cafe is there and could be... What are you doing? Oh, you're retail staff, aren't you? I need to take you off the schedule as well. Darn. Nope. Nope. We're in EAM, so back to evening. No. Zoom out a bit more. There you go. And no. I mean, I love the fact that there's lots of interconnecting systems in this game that you sort of just join up together and just need to remember each little part of it to make it work perfectly. But then you get situations like this where you just forget some things and the unexpected happens. But you can normally see what's going on, so that shouldn't be a problem. Right, let's build that wall. So we'll take a wall from there to there, I think. Yes, that will do. Then I can put some flooring down, decommission this bit of wall, and we should be fine. Right, let's roll on a little bit. Get all that done. Rather unexpectedly, I have actually spotted that the big aircraft we were expecting today, the 250 passenger 787 for TUI, is now landed. It's at the gate and boarding is starting. Where's our sign for it? They are boarding the TUI. Yeah, there it goes. Going to take our 2 buses there, get them running at better speed so we can see them moving on. That's good. We'll catch up with those guys in a moment. Upstairs, the mezzanine, I've finished the flooring more or less. I put some information displays in. So that's covered, so they should know when their flight is about to leave. One thing I noticed, the chef has been coming up there, you see him. He is filling the display units, which is nice of him, seeing as he's got no customers going up there, but, you know, that's lovely. Oh, and how many we've got? Our first 145 passengers are on. And the Lufthansa flight is in as well. That's only boarding 224. Oh, you're going to make it. Are you going to make it? You've got 47 minutes. You're going to do it. We are going to achieve this. Excellent. Right. In fact, I think that we've got a very good day so far. This is working very nicely indeed. Right, so again, I'll just fast forward a bit more. Go away. And we will see what we can do to the rest of our little cafe area up here. Can we get people up here to start using it? We might do that tomorrow actually. So I'll fast forward quite a bit. This will be finished off. I'll have some more money and we will get people, passengers that is, up here to start using our new cafe area. I'll see you the other side of this next sexy video effect. Okay, so we're coming to the end of this day and our new mezzanine cafe area is looking quite nice actually, I think. I'm okay with the carpet colour. I've added some decoration, we've got our information signs, we put in some rubbish bins as well because people do leave rubbish behind. I'm going to have to get a janitor up here as well, aren't I, at some point. The stock is being put in. Now, before we close for the day, the one interesting thing I noticed, the price of fuel has been quite low. today, and our reserves are running quite low here. As you can see, less than 90,000 litres left out of a capacity of 270,000. So I think if we're getting more big flights, we might need to actually add in another fuel tank here. How much is a fuel tank actually, while we're talking about it? A fuel tank of that size, 42 grand. That's not too expensive actually. Or I could put a really large one in. Oh, that takes over 1.5 million litres. No, I don't think it's worth it. We're not going to be that size airport, to be honest. I've scheduled some staff already. I put another kitchen chef in during the daytime. There he is, chef. Retail workers upstairs. Every post is staffed during the daytime. EAM, just one member of staff in the cafe. Obviously the sushi bar will be open, and I'll do the evening in a moment once we've passed midnight, so they don't turn up and I have to pay for them. And we'll take the wall away, and we should get customers then popping up here for tomorrow. That's looking quite good. The flights today are all looking really nice. The Lufthansa one, our other 787 took off fully boarded, so we should get our perfect operations bonus today, which would be nice. Right, so we're coming up to the end of this day. Once that's done, we'll see how much profit we've made today. I will finish off staffing the new cafe area, and we'll bring this episode to a close. I'm really happy with the way this is working now. This is so good. So very, very good. And I'm really happy that people are being able to navigate this long and it's not winding so much, but it's a long airport terminal building, and there's long distances involved in getting from certainly ticket desk to boarding gate to get on your aircraft. There are some distances to travel, but people are managing to do it. So how are we doing with the fuel replenished? Thankfully the price hasn't gone up too much. We're down to just less than 200,000 for the day. We'll just finish off at midnight, see what the final bill comes to in terms of taxes and so on. Wow, okay, we finished the day at 116,106. That's quite a nice profit actually. Perfect ops. We managed to achieve it. 7,200 with 36 flights, our largest number going out so far. Right, so let's get the schedule completed for our retail workers. We want people in the evening. Evening can be quite busy as well, so we'll have 2 people, I think, in the cafe. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's good. Let's take down this wall. There we go. And see if we can get passengers coming up here. I'm hoping they don't try to go down into the kitchen, because there is a staff door at the other end of this. So they shouldn't attempt to go down there, because that will cause all sorts of problems if they do that. Okay, we'll get the wall out of the way, put some of that carpet down. Our chef is very busy. Has he stocked the sushi bar? He is stocking the sushi bar now. The workers will fill up the drinks machines once that stock comes in. There they are, they're filling that up. That is excellent. And this carpet was the greeny coloured one. 2D? It was indeed 2D, so let's get you in there. And we're actually I'll put that in there as well under that door. Yeah, this particular modded decoration unit, the potted plants, does have a very impressive effect. So it covers the whole area. Why do I need... I don't need more retail stuff. Oh, I do need to actually employ them, don't I? Well, I've scheduled them but not actually employed them. Retail, where are you? There you go. So we need 3 more of you, and we need our second chef for the daytime shift. There you go. So that's it for today. We have a fabulous new cafe area. And you know what? You're going to have to wait until the next episode to see how well that works. Or not, as the case may be. But that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of SimAirport. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Click on the old thumbs up button. You know how all that works. Even better though, if you've got any thoughts, any ideas, hints, tips, recommendations, suggestions, even criticisms of what we're doing in the game, it would be awesome to hear from you. Just drop a note into the comments box below. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in SimAirport. Until the next time, bye-bye for now.